It does bother me that a lot of African American men prefer Hispanic women over black women.
I mean, I knew what I was doing, but it took, a large majority of Twitter to join in. I think that's what Puff realized, that even though he had 1 million followers, there was also an equal amount of people that just kind of was not feeling his presence on the website.
In our generation, there's been a rise in African American women, and because of this rise, I think it puts African American men in an uncomfortable place.
Well, the saying goes, like, it's always a strong black woman behind a strong black man, but now it seems like it's a strong black woman behind these so-called strong white men in corporate society, and it's like, they just handling their business. They taking care of everything right now.
When it comes to men on the dating scene, the objective is sex. So if you're using these items to get sex, then it's tricking. For women, dating a guy, the objective is not to get, that's not the goal really. It's more for a companionship.
It ain't tricking if you got it, but it's trying to trick the trick.
Oh,
that's
really?
what I'm about. Yeah, you gotta trick the trick.
What's going on, everybody? This is Off Topic, and the topic that we're on today is This is Off Topic, where the topic is today, what's ever on our dome piece. We're gonna freestyle this whole show right now. So my first topic I want to talk about, let's talk about What's going on? This is Off Topic, where the topic is today, what's ever on our dome piece. We're going to freestyle this whole show right now. So my first topic I want to talk about, let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and you. So what's going on? How do you girls feel about men just coming up and wanting sex? That's all they want, is just sex. They're like, baby, if a dude comes up to you just want sex and lets you know he wants sex, are you more to be down or are you more to be out? Good looking brother.
I guess that would just depend on it.
Good looking brother. Good looking brother.
Like I said, it would depend on if I was just, willing. If I just want to have sex, being the age that I am, I think that, I'm old enough to just say, I just want to have casual sex. And if that's what I want to do, it will be fine. But I don't think that. I don't know if I can handle it in just an approach. Like if you approach me at a club or something.
Not at a club. We've been friends for a while. Me and you.
Oh yeah. I can handle it if I was open to it. But on a regular basis, usually.
What if they approach you in church? What if it's in church? After offering.
That was just kind of awkward, and no, I wouldn't accept that.
You wouldn't accept that? So what's the weirdest place anyone's ever had sex? Kenya?
I don't know how these are weird, but
most unusual place.
In a car at Penn's Landing in Philadelphia.
Wow.
That was fun. Anything that happens in
You was there? You was with her?
No, I said anything that happens in Philadelphia is fun.
Yes, Philly.
That's about
Cool. Shock, what about you, man? Where's the weirdest place? Well, not the weirdest place, but most unusual place that you got it popping?
Well, I done got it popping on the roof before, and then popping so long that I got stuck in the tar. Wear it up.
Get out of here.
Oh man.
Actually, I was getting some nice
Dome action.
Yeah, it's something like that.
You getting some nice epidermis. That's cool.
Monica Lewinsky.
Getting that presidential. All right. So let me ask you a question, Chris. What's the most uncomfortable situation you've ever been in with a female?
The most uncomfortable situation I've been in with a female, I believe, is we discussed it a couple episodes a couple weeks ago. I was having casual sex with one for like a long period of time, and then she tried to flip the script one day and was like, "Can you meet me at this place at 8:00?" And I was like, called out the name of it. I was like, "It's a restaurant." Wait a second. It's breaking the rules here. Like, dinner, what is this? This is not part of the agreement. This is not part of the agreement. So I was like, yeah. So at that very point, I didn't even want to go to the. At that point, I was just like, I can't rock with you anymore.
I feel you. Now this one is specifically for Ocean. You know, a couple of weeks ago, like a month or so ago, we were talking about you like Spanish girls. What's the weirdest situation you've been in one of your Spanish mommies where you had to just be like, peace, I'm out, you're crazy?
I was like, peace out. I'm out, she's crazy.
Yeah, out. Like she put you in a situation like, really, mommy? Crazy. You do me like that, mommy? Now we're hey. Like,
the weirdest situation, I think Spanish females, they get more emotionally like attached to you. Like they're hard to like get away from. Like Spanish girls, they like what they say about Spanish girls and knives is true. Like that's the first thing they try to do.
She tried to stab you?
You try to leave, they try to cut you.
Wow.
They really want to cut you. And I think that's crazy like that. Like black girls, they're not gonna do that. They're just gonna probably go on to the next. But a Spanish girl, they definitely try to cut you.
They might mess up your car.
Leah, what's the most crazy situation you've been in?
With a guy?
Or girl?
Crazy situation. I think I put myself in the most awkward situation. I took a vacation with some friends and a guy that I was dating and his friends, and he decided to stay at the hotel. So when me and the girls went to the club, I met another guy at the club, but it was nothing. He asked me for my number, I gave it to him. We exchanged numbers. But the next day, the guy that I actually was dealing with was a little uptight. So he stayed and wanted to stay in the hotel room. Me and my friends decided to go out with the new guys and hang out and have a great time. And he, the new guy invited me and my friends to go to a party, but we declined. The old guy took us to a party, happened to be the same party, and they were friends.
Wow.
That was very, very awkward and a little uncomfortable, but the trip was great. Miami never could go wrong.
I'm gonna tell my weirdest encounter today. This actually recently happened a month ago or so in Philly. A girl I used to kick it with went to her show that she performed at, and we all went back to the hotel room. We were split in a hotel room, and she said she'd be back there in a bit after she cleaned up with her bandmates. So me and her friends went back to the hotel. We're all sleeping in the bed, and we hear the door jingling. She comes in with another dude. I'm knocked out in the bed. Her cousin and her friend are knocked out in the other bed, and all you hear is giggling. Like we're all passed out. And me, unbeknownst to me, I really didn't know what was going on. I have to get up to use the bathroom. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning. I go in the bathroom, and Shorty's making out with the other dude in the bathroom. So I'm tight at this point. Like, really? I want to choke both of you out, but I'm like, I can't, I really can't do nothing because I ain't gonna have a place to sleep. So I go back to bed, and that was just very awkward and uncomfortable. Oh, she knew I caught her.
That's worse than your college roommate, like doing something with a guy in the same room.
Well,
I mean, like if you're a guy and he's like sleeping with a guy and next day you're looking like this.
I was like, keep it real. In college, you had a roommate and went there.
Oh, in college, I'm sure my college roommates was right over there freaking. But I mean, it never bothered me when they would sleep, so it never stopped me. So go on, girl.
You gotta watch the whole time.
So this how you see movement?
No, but you know what's sad is when it's a girl, you might just be like, oh, she making me so sick, and you'll put the cover over your head. But when you spend the night in his room, 9 times out of 10, his roommate is watching. That is not nice.
I don't think so.
You ain't watching?
I ain't watching. I ain't watching. That's all. No, covers on. I don't care.
I be tight, like under the bed, like. She better answer the phone right now.
When I was in high school, me and a couple of my friends went to visit Lincoln University, and Chalk was attending at the time. This is before I went there, and we stayed the whole weekend. They had us locked in their room because there's not supposed to be outside girls staying in their room. We stayed with them the whole weekend, and the lights go out, and Chalk, one of my friends in the bed with Chalk, and I was in the bed with Chalk roommate, and the room is mad quiet, and all you hear my friend saying, Chalk, if you don't move your hand. I think that was like the best ever. And mind you, she was like not sexually active at that time. So we're grown. She was like
I'm trying to go.
17. She's not sexually active. And here he go.
You sound crazy right now. 17.
She was 17, not sexually active. That's ridiculous. No, I'm joking.
19 or 18. I wasn't that old.
No, she was 17 and not sexually active.
The audience to know that he wasn't like
Right, he was like 19.
This wasn't a statutory.
No, not a
Difference at least.
But I don't recall my mother knowing that.
So this, I want to ask the females a certain question, just to get a little open in your personality per se, because you all are respectable, beautiful black women. But what does it take for a man to get your freak out, to get your Sasha Fierce out? What does a man have to do to get your Sasha Fierce on, to your alter ego?
I mean, I'm a freak to the person that I'm with. And so I would say you would have to be my boyfriend. That would be the step that you take. Like, that's the step that you take. You're my boyfriend and you care for me and I want to, you please me in ways, you know, whether it's sexually, whether it's, you know, just taking care of me on other levels. And so in turn, you know, I want to show you that I love you and, you know, I give you my all. And that's being freaky too.
Thank you for the PC version.
You're welcome.
All right, Kenya.
Yeah, I would have to agree. I mean, I can't really see myself being reaching my freak potential with a guy that I'm not in a relationship with.
Have you ever reached your freak potential?
I have. And yeah,
Okay.
with my boyfriend I have.
And what is that?
But outside of that, if I'm having a casual sexual relationship, as I've had in the past, I'm not that person.
But what if this brother's just like stimulating you in all the right sensory stimulation places? You know, he knows all your points, the Tai Chi, the Santonomia, all of that, and he just gets you like, damn, like, what does a brother have to do? Like, besides being a boyfriend, if it's just a casual thing, what has a man done to the point where he's taking you to your Sasha Fierce?
Boyfriend's too PG for this show.
I see.
Well, no, I'm not. It's not at all. I'm just trying. It's hard news.
I have not had that experience.
Okay. Leah, how are you? Same question.
I mean, I don't know. It could just be my birthday. Kenya feel like, give me a few drinks. No, I just follow her lead. Whatever she tell me to do, I'm doing. Whoever she tell me to do, I'm doing.
Sex is great with no.
Thank you, Kenya.
Everybody just going on live. That's when it's tip top. Great.
No, but I like to have fun, so I can't say that I'm always just willing to be this big open freak, but
She's like, she said she's reached her relationship with a boyfriend. So do you already have like this point where you won't go unless it's your boyfriend, or like a preset, like I'll let him get me open, but
You have
when it gets to here, it stops.
I feel like the person that I'm with, you have to actually if you can, because it's always gonna be you're walking into a situation with limitations. You're already like, oh, it's not going down, nothing's happening, but you have to get me to that point that make me say, all right, now.
But you're right. But some people, I think, already have a preset thing like this. There's women
But
that
most
say,
females,
I'll go in and maybe I won't let him smash, but he'll get a little.
Boyfriend or not, the real is every female has been attracted to a guy that they see and be like, no, seriously, I'll put it on him.
Yes, that's true.
Like, you see him, you maybe you never slept with him, but if you did get that opportunity to be with that man, you're going all out, regardless.
Yeah,
and you can say this later, yeah, I did that.
I think women decide right then and there whether they're gonna have sex with a guy, or like he maybe could get it, or you know what I mean?
Right. For the most part, you do say you would let him have it later. I mean, but there are some guys that surprise you and you end up liking or whatever, and you be like, dang. I ain't know I would have gave it up, but
then you be like, you know what? She need this. You know what I mean? Give her alone, man.
I think it scares me now that I'm getting older that things, that when I was growing up, I'd be like, oh, I would never, not me. But as I'm getting older and I see myself, and it's just like, but the sad thing is, I could see a young guy, a young boy, and I'd just be like, oh my God, like, what? And For what? Like, he's just a young guy. Like, can't offer you much, but just offer his appearance. It's just like, yeah, like I would mess with him. Yes. Oh my God.
A baby cooler.
A baby cougar.
It's a new term. Bag walk. You know what I mean?
Real. Okay, what is this name? What is it? I forgot.
Some young tender.
I went to a cougar party. It was like the women that were like 30 to 40. They had another name. I forgot what the name was, but like they weren't cougars unless they were like 40 and over. But like 30 to 40 was a whole another category. I forgot what it was. Yo, I also got the flyer. I think I twit picked it. That was like, yo, fellas.
Yeah, I might be going.
I was like, yo.
So fellas,
meet me here.
I mean, this might be a stupid question to ask the fellas, but what does it take for a girl to get you in your freak zone? Like, guys have that, they play that cool, but when you really let go, when you like try to run a marathon up in a joint,
Yeah,
like
we talking about means to
Have sex with a girl, but
You gotta be receptive. You gotta be receptive. I mean, there's some girls that will just lay down and just. But you gotta be receptive. You gotta be trying to like, put it on me equally.
And just be like, yes, receive me. That's all.
receive me. Receive me.
I'm blaming on alcohol.
what about you, Chris?
Guy, you gotta try to. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You gotta. It's almost a competition. Like that's the best. Like if they trying to put it on you too. You know what I mean? Like
Don't put it on me.
You know what I mean? Don't try to like kill it, but I mean, there's some women that's like that will turn it on you, and all of a sudden, you're like, oh.
Yeah,
but then at the same time, you're like,
do that
okay.
just at least once.
Do what?
At least turn it on him completely.
What? What you mean turn it on?
Like he have no control. You control that.
I liked it. I liked it.
I'll do it
You
again.
like the first man in history that been raped.
I've definitely been raped.
This is one thing that women have said before, and I know a couple of months ago when we talked about this, you guys said you don't like when a guy is all sweaty and he's trying to come home and just get some. But what about when you have that sex, that sweaty sex, where it's just like during the summer, you go so hard that both bodies are sweating, and the extra lubrication just make you just be like, I don't know what about it, but it just adds.
But that's the best.
I love sweat.
Right?
How do you feel about the sweaty sex? This when you're both dry at the beginning, but at the end you just sweaty. You're like, this one we got to the point you got to change the sheet sweat.
Beautiful feeling, that is.
That's the best.
Making love.
Yeah.
That's like watching basketball.
Explain.
Now you sweating, you fucking involved.
Guys, I have a question. This guy told me that he absolutely hates it when a female has on like a scarf, for example, when she's about to go to bed. And he said he will not have sex with her with a scarf. But I said that maybe it's not, that attractive, but my man never turned me down when it was nighttime and I had my scarf on. And he never said, you got a scarf on, we not having sex tonight. He said, well, we're about to go in. You know what I'm saying? How do y'all feel about that?
Next question, fellas. Would you have sex with Brandy if she came into the day with you with a scarf on?
She might come into me with a scarf on, but
That's what I'm saying.
Try would you have sex with Brandy if she came to bed with a scarf on?
I'm gonna grab your hair. I'm trying to yank your hair out, so I know
The scarf is coming off.
But do y'all, is it a turn off?
See this, and I'll say this for me.
I think it is a turn on.
It is a turn off?
I mean, personally for me.
I mean, well, if you
Way to keep it on.
Still do it though.
that girl that usually does that, you comfortable with. It's not like
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, girl, it's coming.
if she did that the first time y'all popped, then you be like, oh, you wild.
Like I said, the scarf may come on, but during sex, I'm taking it.
Yeah, I need to know.
You know what though? It's a level of comfort because I know girls that I've known a girl that's been so this non-comfortable. I mean, after like a month or two, would still actually touch up her makeup.
Yeah.
To go to bed.
I know
She was
somebody
just
that's
that
married.
uncomfortable. She would. I'd be like, what is she doing? She was really touching up her makeup and coming to bed like she was about to go out.
Fellas, correct me if I'm wrong on this one, but to me, there's nothing more sexy than a boy shorts and a wife beater on a girl when they go into bed.
Sexiest thing in the world.
The Vicky Cena stuff is cool, but when you come into bed in your boy shorts and your wife beater with the scarf on,
With the
I'm
scarf
taking
on.
you down.
That might be the one time.
You know,
when it sparked that sex.
Mekhi Phifer. It was Mekhi Phifer who was with Melinda Williams, and he said that he was like he just didn't want to be with her anymore because she was comfortable wearing sweatpants around the house when she was cooking, and she always had on a headscarf.
No,
and
man,
he said it was over.
Shout out to DJ D Nice.
Right.
Word the burger. All right,
She
y'all.
and Bird still walking around with that scarf on.
All right, y'all. This was one of our best off topics to date, and I just want to thank everybody, you know, for just going in and being open, especially the ladies. So I actually got some racy questions, but thank you for getting on topic with the off topic. And this has been another show. We're gonna piece it up and 8-time it down. Peace.